Okay, I am still using Jamie Sawyer's Out of Hand 2022 edition. And this is, of course, for Friday, February 2nd. We have the Chariot reversed. Let me put it upright so you can see the imagery. That's what I love about her deck. She really brings it home. So this card is ruled by Cancer. It's cardinal energy. It's movement oriented. The task with the Chariot is to stay balanced, because we're dealing with trying to hold our center and come from our inner being rather than using our ego and just going too fast. And when you're riding a bike, you do have to be careful. But it came through reversed. So these two together make me wonder about driving somewhere and the need to be really balanced and stay, you got to be careful. There's a possibility of like someone with road rage or cops hiding out, and then all of a sudden they either pull you over or a bunch of people all together. Yeah, and then we have Temperance. Okay, so Temperance on the just, plain old physical level, of course, is all about staying centered, just like the Chariot is when it's upright. Well, otherwise, upright reversed, it's all about staying centered. Temperance is about staying centered. That's interesting. She has a little, bowl of ice there, and with the 2 cups needing to be careful not to spill. So maybe this has to do with being very careful on the road. Otherwise, there could be some type of a major, issue with Temperance. And this is interesting to have 3. My goodness, 3 of the major arcana cards come through in one day. That's a lot. So, but of course, Temperance is all about staying temperate. Be careful, like I said, with someone in road rage around you. Always set up that protection before you leave. As soon as you get in the car, affirm that you are a safe and competent driver and that you are surrounded by safe and competent drivers. Do a lot of relaxed, deep breathing, letting go, relaxing energy coming through your body. If you get in the car and you rush, this could be a day of getting, like I said, pulled over or attracting some road rage, and nobody wants that. It's all about balance. Both of these cards here are actually, every single one of these cards is about balance. The scales of justice, Temperance needing to balance, like imagine how much she could spill if she wasn't careful. What the heck is she making there? Is it I don't know. with that bar towel there, I'm thinking, what is it, a drink? What's going on? So, but anyway, it came through upright, so it shouldn't be much of a problem, but it is about balance and moderation and being very patient, and most of all, to focus on what's your purpose. When we have the Temperance card, and this might be in the evening, so maybe it's kind of a stressful day and you did your job staying balanced, and then you come home in the evening and you're making a drink. Well, be careful not to drink too much, but it didn't come through reverse, so, whatever it is, just go for balance. The lesson is all about balance for the day. So other keywords with the Chariot, when the Chariot comes through reversed, some of the traditional keywords have to do with being very careful about being moody, and, not taking self-responsibility and just kind of complaining. Maybe this is someone you're dealing with in the morning who's complaining and they don't want to take control of their lives and they don't have any direction going on, and then so they've got this aggression that's a little bit negative going out to you. right? And you're trying to hold firm to, the laws of love and be fair, but be truthful, right? Because maybe you have to tell the truth. And it's our the Justice card is our law of karma card. It's our law of cause and effect. So with the law of karma, it's just to remember that every single thing that we do has a consequence, and we need to be very self-responsible with that. And it's also true with just our subtle, thoughts and our attitudes. And so if you can remember that, and especially be very careful when you're driving. But if you're not driving today, it might just be somebody coming at you, and you're having to stay very balanced. And but the Temperance card too is my card for the law of mutuality, like the law of mutual reception. It's a cosmic law or a spiritual law, however you want to call it. I like to see it as kind of like the law of affinity, and people call that maybe the law of attraction. Either way you want to use it. But anyway, it's basically that law where no new things can come into being, can take place unless there's mutuality. So it's this like attracts like, law of affinity, and that brings in more creativity. But if you're working on any new form of self-expression, you're going to have to stay balanced and work on that in figuring out exactly what it is that you are putting out there. It's the mutuality is in that cosmic law. It's the movement that bridges the gap from duality towards unity. So duality brings in things that are duality is about things that are out there and I'm here. Unity is when everything's inside of you, and you realize that in order to get out of the duality, you have to have, if you're trying to manifest something, you realize that it needs to be on the justice within the universe is that you need to have what you're seeking on the inside of you first. And then, of course, you attract it because you're willing to work on it. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that brings things into creation. Like, if she wants the drink, she's got to do the work to make it right, and she can't spill, and ingredients all need to come together, right? And things go back and forth and back and forth. Yeah. So just to remember that, nothing new can be created unless there's that openness to have it. So opening and opening and opening is always good. But you can't really open. On another level, there's this whole issue around boundaries. You can't really open to everything that you want without healthy, strong boundaries, because otherwise you're just thrown in a bunch of different directions all over the place, and you won't ever have the time to work on what it is that you're trying to create. Distraction, ensues, I guess would be the word. So whatever it is, if you're trying to create, a piece of art or any project that you're working on, you have to focus inside. Everything's on those inner levels. So okay. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.